What up, homies? Welcome to episode 26 of our Disco Elysium playthrough. The night is still young and we got a million things left on our to-do list. Highest priority are the union members that are hanging out at the Whirling in Rags bar tonight. So that's who we are going to talk to this episode. They call themselves the Hardie Boys, and each one of them is a tough guy than the last. And at the center is their leader Titus, who is not only tough, but he also has the raspiest voice in town. The union workers are our prime suspect for the murder we're investigating because a bunch of circumstantial evidence points to them. So we gotta confront them with that. And their responses are, let's say, odd and very suspicious. Thanks for coming by, and enjoy. What up, homies? Welcome back to Disco Elysium. It is still day 2. It's 1945, so the day is pretty far along now. And we got a bunch of stuff to do. We just fucked around with that corpse and had that little autopsy, but didn't send the corpse off. I hope to touch it again tonight. I hope to touch the corpse again tonight. So we can at least try to get those boots off. I still don't know how we're gonna do that. Maybe it's easier once it's down now. At 9 p.m. we can go back to that apartment and try to talk to that guy that wanted to talk to us. We have the key for that like cellar room, I guess, that we got from the leader of the union to see what's inside of there. Hopefully not get someone killed by opening that door. And yeah, that's the focus things that we want to do today. But first thing we can't forget is that today is union day time here in the Whirling in Rags, which means there's a bunch of guys here that we need to talk to. We have not done that yet because we went out before, so we should do that first thing. What up?
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Damn. She is a bit tougher now. She is the one that sat outside, right, on day 1? She was kind of helpful. She seems pretty... I don't think she would have talked to us like that yesterday.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
You're the gardener. I knew you were not a gardener. I just wanted to know more about the place before I check it out. That's it. That's normal. You're the gardener.
No, I am not a gardener.
Oh.
I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
By night? Gardener by day, legal worker by night.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardie? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
She points to the man on her right. Which man? Kim?
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Okay. I feel like she's talking about this guy because he's the only one facing us.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
Oh, damn. Huh. What's your role in all of this? Are you Lizzie, Elizabeth, Miss Beaufort? What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? What are you going to do to me? Why are you so aggressive? I should talk to Titus then. Are you Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardie.
She points to the tall man by the table.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. in the way she stands, in her face. You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Easy. Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot. Hardie? Not yet. I had another question. I don't feel like going with the authority route. Obviously, authority tells us to push her more, but I don't feel like doing that. I read this as easy. Leo told me about you, but it's easy Leo. I guess I go for number 2. Hardie? Not yet. I had another question.
No. Talk to Titus.
What's your role in all of this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Damn. Better call stalling me up, huh? But what if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
Alright. What are you going to do to me? The lieutenant is not satisfied with the approach.
What are we going to do to you?
She starts laughing. It's a cold laughter, devoid of joy.
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
Oh my god. Everybody fucking raspy in this town. I guess from this picture we can assume that that's actually this guy, huh?
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Why are you so aggressive? We just got a negative input from Kim because we asked that question, but you know.
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. Don't think it will happen again.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
It's true. I'm on her side. Can we switch sides?
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer. Why is he sitting like that, by the way? It feels like he's floating in the air or tiptoeing. Is he supposed to sit on this table or lean against this wall and he's just randomly here?
So ask what you
Oh my
came
God.
to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. What? The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. What? Maybe you're just not historic individuals? I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. Sure. Principled. I assume there's gonna be a lot of police violence in this world. I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union plans? Yeah, that's me. Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions. Yeah.
Look, a comedian.
I'm not.
Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
I'm a union member.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
I guess. I should talk to Titus then. Alright, cool. This is what I studied law for. It's a bowl. There's spit in it. It's reeking of tobacco. Did I pick it up? Oh no, I leveled up. Cool, we got 2 skill points. Why is rhetoric down to 4? Am I wearing something shitty? No. Guess that's normal. I think we're gonna... Are we gonna go for rhetoric? I think we are. We leveled a suggestion last time. We leveled drama once. We leveled rhetoric once. Sure. Get leveled. Monica's titties are big. What? Tell it to the boss man, bozo. Pictures. Photos of men in overalls, toting guns and union placards. You saw hawthorn bushes outside. You see hawthorn bushes outside. What? Anything else I can touch here? No. So I'm gonna touch this guy.
This is where you say your bit.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. New task, interrogate the vigilantes.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharpened note. He's leaving it to you. Don't say anything yet. First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the man hanged out back. Don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Who's that guy? This one here? Glenn. The boss man. He's the boss man? Titus is the boss man?
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
The chatter is too inane to reach your ears. Raise your chin and gaze into the distance like a prince. We need to talk about the man hanged out the back. First, we need to talk about your attitude. This doesn't fit my character. It's just the funny option. So, you know, I think I'm going to go for that. I don't know if there'll ever be homies with me. Because, you know, I'm still a cop. And obviously they don't trust me. Because, you know, why am I here? I'd like to be. The chatter is too inane to reach your ears. Raise your chin and gaze into the distance like a... Okay, I'm not going to do that. I feel like this is going to fuck up my possibilities with other options. So, we need to talk about the hanged man out the back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
When did he turn into a southerner? What the hell?
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
So where's that guy? Here? No, there he is. Alright. Sure.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
What the fuck is going on with these people?
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
These people are weird.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Okay.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine.
This guy? Overbearingly masculine? Alright.
Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian. In his late 30s, early 40s. He spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project in the Jamrock Quarter. There were incarcerations, hard to say what else. The ink is fading. And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardie, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
And the little guy? Where? What? Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician.
Alright, and the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing, big guy, boot size 46, deep marks, probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
Uh-huh. One of them is missing, the odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardie?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Titus is staring at you with his head tilted. The man in the backyard, did you do it? I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8 Hardie boy? Uh-huh.
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardie boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardie boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her. She? So there's an 8th Hardie, and it's a Hardie girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so too.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardie boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardie boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points to the lieutenant. I think I can remember that Measurehead said something about that he doesn't really like these guys because they, you know, as usual, the dumb shit that he says are in danger of being perverted by some kind of perverted woman or shit like that. Something around there. So that's probably the 8th one.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardie sooner or later.
The man in the hanged backyard, did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Why are your boot prints all over the scene? I have spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. You're involved somehow, I just don't have proof yet. Container belt, I guess. Or the boot prints. Let's go for the boot prints first.
You mean these boots?
He raises his worker boots, size 46, steel reinforced toe. Yeah.
We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck.
Okay. I feel like my theory that these guys weren't it and instead it were the scabs is kind of crumbling.
Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene.
Aha. So you just confessed to murder? That's it. The game's over. We got the perpetrator. First one. I don't know if they are covering for something. I don't think they cover for the scabs. That would be stupid.
Goddamn right.
Okay, I'm spitballing bunch of trash here now. Since we are not sure that that guy actually died from hanging because there are no claw marks and no other hit marks on his face apart from the stones that Kuno threw, it doesn't seem like he got knocked out. And he actually did die from lack of air. And we had this whole erotic asphyxiation thingy going on. Maybe there's something going on where he accidentally died and now these guys are to take the blame. Maybe Everard is involved. I don't fucking know. Let's just continue before I dig myself deeper here.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Or it's the 8th one that did it.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Okay. You murdered him just like that? No remorse? Who called the shots that night? When did this hanging incident occur? Why did you kill him? How did you kill him? Why don't I just arrest you? Step closer to Titus. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it? Glad we cleared that up. So he was a mercenary?
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoi and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Imagine a guy voice acting this. Can you do another line? Okay. Can you sound more fucked up, please? Hold on. How do you even know he was in the Special Forces? Right, but what did he actually do wrong? Well, he stepped over the line. How do you know he was Special Forces?
'Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm RNA's goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
Okay. This place is getting weirder by the minute.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Right, but what did he actually do? Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wipes spittle from his mouth.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
Huh.
He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
He shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, he said? Okay then, now about the man you killed. First one?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot.
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Right, but who did he raid then? This is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Alright. Interesting. How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
I like that this guy's called Shanky.
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clubbed him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
You just said that he didn't even collapse from a bottle to the head.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Fuck. I think we got composure close. I think. Mr. Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out? Where did all this action take place? Right, I have other questions about the lynching. Alright, let's ask these questions first. Maybe they give some bonus here. What did you use to knock him out?
My fucking elbow, copper. Samaran boxing style.
Samaran boxing, or Sambo, is an eloquently violent set of one-on-one fighting moves, originating from the Samaran Isola. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing, no uncalled for details.
Where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Yeah, man, weren't you listening?
Alright, we got something. I wonder if we can get out of this conversation completely and then try to wear some composure stuff and then get back in. So, right, I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, copper?
Conclude the questioning. I don't know if that's actually concluding this whole thing. Let's ask other questions here before we get out. When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardie boy without arresting all Hardie boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head.
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Address Elizabeth? I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than others. Address Titus? No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here? Seems kind of good because we're trapping him.
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than angry. Point at Titus. You do. You give the commands. Point at Elizabeth. I thought she did. Point at Fat Angus. The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. Bow to the bearded man. Gangs are usually run by the oldest, most vulnerable member. Point at the harbor. Everard Clare runs the union. You answer to him, right? It's the 8th Hardie boy, the one who's missing, the big dick. I feel like pointing at him would be too straightforward, and pointing at anyone else would maybe lead him to say, no, it's me, what the hell? I don't even know if we want that, because obviously they are lying a bunch here, and it feels to me like they are acting like they did this for someone else. I don't know whom. I don't know for whom, but, you know, hopefully we'll find out. Maybe we point at the harbor towards Everard Clare. Although they were pretty touchy with the 8th Hardie boy. I think we're gonna go for the Hardie boy. Or Claire. Shit. Fuck. Let's go for the Hardie boy.
Titus, no one was thinking.
A moment of silence, the long-haired one breaks it. Titus, no one was thinking.
That there's any question who's the leader. That's how he would have ended it. Titus won't let him.
No. Fuck no! The big dick is right here, asshole. You're looking at it. Right. Fucking here.
Alright, he grabs his crotch.
Disregard the outburst, officer. None of the boys have any comments on their power relations. That night, they acted as one. That's all.
I don't think I have an option to get back out, because it says conclude the questioning. It's going to continue, so we can't even try that red check. I guess we have to do that. Let's first ask this question. You murdered him just like that, no remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it was worse than dying. And Reunion, what's that? Well, it's prison, we're not gonna ask that. Yes, but these were all bad people, criminals, the scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. They are all terrible. I don't... This is actually the best option now. Just ask this question. Because, you know, I don't want to accept that. Yes, but they were all bad people, criminals, the scum of the earth. Just, you know, cops do make mistakes, a bunch of them. So, yeah. Look, I'm just doing my job. That's really, really, really fucking cheap. What we do is different. We enforce the law. No. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anything. Nah. I guess a Reunion, what's that?
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the Coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
There were no quotation marks around that, so I asked that myself. I guess I'm gonna go for 4, because these all are terrible. Although 4 is also terrible. Man, it's either 4 or 2. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. That's just stupid dodgy shit. Not accepting, you know, consequences for what I'm doing, and, you know, I'm a cop, so easy way out. Honestly, I drink so much I can't remember anyone. This is just the zero empathy way here. I guess I'm gonna go for 2. I'm just doing my job.
Oh, so you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh? Ever been in solitary? Prison is a charter. That's what it is.
I know, my man.
He's clearly been in solitary confinement, and at a young age, nonetheless.
So is hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
Alright. can't remember where the red check was in. We're gonna go through all of these. I think it was in here. Who called the shot? Maybe how?
We hanged him up.
Didn't they?
The autopsy showed there were...
Yeah, that's right.
Make them a bit more
Here it is.
uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
58%. The weird thing is we got his... oh, fuck, do I level up composure? It's in here. I mean, it kind of fits our character. Straighten your back, creep your poker face, info, cool for card players, military fetishists, cool people. I guess. 72. All right. Things aren't quite right here, are they? When they talked about how they did that. 72%. Here we go.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
First, tell me who's solid, who's cracking under the pressure. First, tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Who's cracking under the pressure? Fat Angus. This one, he's... Didn't read that? It just gave me... This one, he's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. This could just be because he's Fat Angus. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. Hey, you, turn to the big guy. You having trouble breathing over there?
No.
He looks up, startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Oh, shit.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
He's just big boned. Sorry for my fat homies, I'm fat too. I'm not shitting on you. It's just a weird combination here. Continue.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
Jesus Christ. There's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you too, copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's genuinely trying to look out for Angus. This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Alright.
Like what, copper?
Well, I'm not gonna do this. Why don't I just arrest you? Step closer. He's gonna fuck me up. So, what are we going to do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
New task. Prove your authority to Titus Hardie.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
God damn. Authority, godly 16. Establish authority. I mean, we got a bunch of authority clothes. I still don't know about that. If I actually want to do that. But you know, we know that we can do this shit. And we got a bunch of authority stuff. I hope there's other options. This feels very streamlined here. Very hardcore on rails. There's probably other options. So, we're gonna leave for now. See if we get other things. Is he gonna sit all weird now again? Yeah. Floating. Alright. I can't touch this window. What the hell?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Perception, sight. It's not time yet? Gwyn.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Mysterious door scene. It's not time yet. Alright, I guess we try this later. Avert your gaze. Alright. Let's see if we call this good or not. Let's talk to this guy. Oh,
the man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind that door? Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true? What is in that borscht you're making? Point to the large pot. Leo said you're friends with Manana.
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends.
Alright. What's in that borscht?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Yes, nod, no, shake your head. Mercury rising. Yeah, or run your fingers through your hair. Sorry, I don't understand you. Yes.
Borscht need more vodka?
No. He picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Yes, nod and turn your fingers clockwise. Turn the vodka up. No vodka. Turn your fingers counterclockwise. Cut it. I'll leave the cooking to you. Shrug. I have business. Second one.
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. All right.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent...
All right. I don't know if not... Wait, can we get that red thingy back? The yellow thingy, I mean? An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. I don't know if that was the right choice to not spice the borscht. Because, you know, I don't want these guys to incriminate themselves even further by getting drunk and doing some stupid shit. So that's why I chose not to to put more vodka in the borscht. Alright, it's 20:48. We've got a bit of time before we can talk to the guy living in apartment 28. So that is, I guess, a good time to get back to that door and open it now.